the Tom Leykis Show.
And here we go.
And now, here he is, Tom Leykis.
Thank you for tuning into the Tom Leykis Show. Here we are, you and me, on the radio. And here we are with this story about McDonald's. Doesn't matter if I have a good job and I make good money. You know what I had for lunch today? A $1 McDouble from McDonald's. That's right. Now, I know I annoyed the girl at the window because I came in and she said, what would you like? I said, like a McDouble. And she said, like hot apple pie with that? Would you like French fries? And would you like a drink? No. It's $1. I just want the McDouble. And I know I didn't do my job. I know I was supposed to order some side dishes or something, but I just wanted that burger. I just wanted that. And they got that dollar menu at McDonald's, and how great is that? You can make fun of it, you can wag your finger, you can say how terrible this is, but there's nothing terrible about it, especially with the economy the way it is. Are you kidding me? It's fantastic. And I'd be lying to you if I didn't tell you that I roll through that drive-thru and hit that value menu at least once a week. Now, for all you people who are worried about fast food, I have always said, fast food is not supposed to be your entire menu. It's supposed to be a treat. It is something that I enjoy, but I don't enjoy it every day, much less 2 or 3 times a day. I enjoy it when I'm craving it, like I was today. I had to have that burger. Had to. And I'm hardly surprised at this story. Look at this story. Fast food giant McDonald's said Monday its 2008 net profit soared 80% from a year ago. The word ago was left out of the story. Lifted by growing demand from consumers seeking low-cost meals in a deepening global recession. Net profit for the full year, and you know what a lousy year 2008 was in every way. Net profit for the full year at McDonald's totaled $4.3 billion. Compared with $2.3 billion in 2007. So they almost doubled their profit in the worst year of our lives. It says here, the robust annual results came despite a sharp 23% decline in fourth quarter net profit to $985 million from $1.273 billion in the 2007 fourth quarter. Fourth quarter earnings per share were 87 cents, above expectations of 83 cents. Chief Executive Jim Skinner said in a statement, 2008 was a strong year for McDonald's. He said, through our strategic focus on menu choice, food quality, and value, the average number of customers served per day increased to more than 58 million in 2008. That's like 1 in every 6 Americans is at McDonald's any given day. Fantastic. Says here the global fast food giant said it saw growth in comparable sales and customer counts across all segments for every quarter and double-digit growth in operating income for the final quarter and the year. And around the world, other countries increased 6.9%. That included rises of 4.0% in the United States, 8.5% in Europe, 9.0% in Asia and the Pacific Rim, Middle East, and Africa. It says here that cost-focused companies such as McDonald's and budget retailers generally have weathered the global financial crisis better than others as consumers seek ways to stretch their dollars. No surprises here. You know, for all the criticism that McDonald's and other fast food establishments have weathered, here in a recession, I know people are glad to have McDonald's, and they're glad to have, McDonald's competitors as well. Anyone who's got that value menu. That was McDonald's idea. Value menu. Now they're all doing it. But the ability to pull through and get a meal for less than $5. I mean, this is, we talked about $5 footlongs on the air. The value meal was the, was the parent or the grandparent of a $5 footlong. And you could still eat for less at McDonald's. It's amazing stuff. All the people who've gotten angry. I've never understood the anger about fast food. I've never understood the anger about McDonald's. Never. I think I told you, one of my favorite things about McDonald's is not just the food and the value you get at McDonald's. One of my favorite things about McDonald's is its story, its history, which is as interesting to me as going into a McDonald's itself. Its history of course, it started in Southern California, out of the IE. There was, at one time, there were McDonald brothers. And then Ray Kroc was a milkshake machine salesman who sold those machines they used to use at McDonald's years ago where you could make 6 milkshakes at one time. And he loved the efficiency of McDonald's. McDonald's, the name of McDonald's company at one time was McDonald's System Incorporated. And it referred to their system of making food on an assembly line, much the way Henry Ford made the Model T. And Ray Kroc, just like the old TV commercials, he liked the process so much he bought the company. He bought that McDonald's restaurant and he started franchising them. And it has been built into this worldwide phenomenon. And because they're so big and successful, they weather a lot of criticism. But the truth is, I'm willing to bet even people who criticize McDonald's themselves are sneaking through that drive-thru window as I did today. I'm picking up on that value menu. I'll bet there's people who eat at McDonald's regularly. And McDonald's competitors, for that matter, and like to hide it. I gotta tell you, more than one woman I have dated, and I'm not making this up. I'll tell you about one specific woman I dated. This was in Miami. I dated a woman who would go out to dinner with me, and every night we would go out to eat. We'd go to Tony Roma's, and I'd go and have ribs. Miami seemed to have like 100 Tony Roma's, and I would go in there and I would have ribs. There was a Tony Roma's. It's still there, by the way, on South Dixie Highway in South Miami. I would go in there. It's just south of the University of Miami. And I would go in there, and I would eat ribs. And you know, my date would eat like a salad. And she'd have a glass of water, and she said, oh, no, that food's too heavy for me. One night when it was raining, she asked me if I would take the umbrella and go help her get the car because she didn't want to mess up her hair. And this was back in the days when I would still do something like this. Nowadays, I would not. So I took her key and I took her umbrella and I went outside and I got her car. Drove it around to the front. And she was driving some big old boat. I think her father must have once owned or something. You know, one of these Crown Vics, one of these huge monstrosities. And I turned around and I looked in the back seat to put the umbrella down, and you know what was in the back seat? It was like a recycle bin for McDonald's. It was Filet-O-Fish wrappers, Quarter Pounder and Big Mac boxes, French fry containers. She would hit the drive-thru when no one was looking. She would eat in the car. And then when she was around people like me, she would say, oh, no, I couldn't possibly eat ribs. Too fattening. A lot of people just do this stuff secretly. And I wonder how many of you do this during these recessionary times. Just roll through the drive-thru of your favorite fast food place. Order for the value menu. Try to see how low you can get the bill. You know, $2, $3. Literally today, Literally today, I spent $1.09. I had a receipt for $1.09. And I was pretty proud of myself because that's all I wanted. I didn't want fries. I didn't want a Coke. I didn't want anything else. Today, I just wanted that McDouble burger. And that's what I went and got. And it was good. How many of you do that? How many of you are sneaking through that drive-thru when nobody's looking? How many of you patronize fast food restaurants more than you admit? I mean, clearly, McDonald's profits are up to almost double what they were a year ago. There's a lot of us. I know you're out there.
Tom Leykis. 1-800-5800-TOM. 1-800-5800-866. The Tom Leykis Show.
The Tom Leykis Show. At 1-800-5800-TOM. That's our telephone number. Thank you for tuning in. McDonald's, the restaurant chain, in 2008, the worst year of our lives. Almost doubled their profits. Are you one of those customers? Kevin on the Tom Leykis Show. Hello.
Hey, Father, how are you?
Doing okay, son.
All right, so I was in Vegas this last weekend, staying at the Luxor, and I was going past all the buffets. It was like $12.99 and whatnot. And I saw McDonald's and their value menu, McDouble $1, small fry $1. All right, I'm going to McDonald's. Ate their breakfast, lunch, or at least once a day. And $2.15 for McDouble and small fry, and I was good for the rest of the day and kept drinking.
Wow. Now, are you noticing it's more crowded than it was before? I mean...
Oh, yeah. There was a deli next to it. There was at least 10 people in line. Every time I went, the deli only had like 2 people in line.
Yeah.
It was crazy.
Well, McDonald's is out of control. Out of control.
Well, thank you, Tom. Can you take me out with the bong rip?
Kevin, here you go.
Thank you, Tom.
It's 1-800-5800-TOM. It's Trisha on the Tom Leykis Show. Hello.
Hi, Tom. It's so good to talk to you.
I'm sure.
This is such a funny topic. My husband is not a cheap man at all. I mean, he got me a $1,000 Louis Vuitton purse for Christmas. He's just not cheap. We had a $175 dinner on Friday. But when we go to McDonald's, it's a strict rule. I have to keep it under $3, period.
Really?
Yeah, $30. That's all I get. Gets me a cheeseburger and some fries.
Well, do you hit that value menu at all?
Oh, yeah, that's it.
It's pretty damn good.
Yeah, that's it. Okay, thanks, Tom.
Thank you. Appreciate the call. It has nothing to do with being cheap. It's like, it's a good value. And by the way, I got to tell you something. As much as I like the food at McDonald's, the more food people are buying, the better the food is getting. It's fresher and fresher and better and better. I'm just a freak for McDonald's. Always have been. I'm not ashamed of it. I'm not. 1-800-5800-TOM. It's Steve on the Tom Leykis Show. Hello.
What's up, Tom?
Not much, Steve.
Hey, man, you know what? Down here, we live in L.A., San Gabriel area, and Saturday and Sundays, Big Mac, McDonald's is always packed. Always. And I don't know, I eat a Big Mac maybe once every 2 months.
Yeah.
But other than that, man, I can't really, even though they get the great value meals and everything, I just can't get into that whole McDonald's thing.
Dude, two Big Macs for $3.
Oh, well, you know what? You got me on that one. Yeah, but you know what? Hey, props up. McDonald's was there back in the day for me, but can you blow me up, Tom?
Yes, of course I can. 1-800-5800-TOM. That's our telephone number. Mike on the Tom Leykis Show. Hello.
Hey there, Tom. It's Mike. Hey,
yeah.
I just want to let you know, for the last couple of months, ever since November, I am doing McDonald's like crazy. I am doing, the McDoubles or the McCheese and get myself a side salad and a drink $2-3, and I'm done. And it works.
Well, I got to tell you, it's amazing to me. I read these numbers. I knew McDonald's was doing well in the face of the economy, but I had no idea they were doing that well. It's truly amazing.
Yeah, I mean, I do free refills on coffee. I'll order coffee. I work right near a McDonald's. So when I'm done with my coffee, I'll walk back over to the McDonald's, and they'll refill my cup for free all day long. Same thing with the soda.
That's fantastic.
Yeah, so, I mean, I can get, pay for the soda once, and refill it 2 or 3 times a day. Same thing with the coffee. Buy my coffee and refill it a couple times a day. Get myself some dollar menu stuff. I mean, they're getting my money every day. But, hey, I'm spending, what, $3, $4 a day at McDonald's?
They are Starbucks' worst nightmare.
Exactly. And now they're doing the McCafe. Have you know that?
No, I know. I
mean, they're doing the whole espresso thing, but of course Starbucks is saying, yeah, the grade of beans aren't as good. But, right now I don't care.
Yeah, well, I saw a Starbucks financial report. I'll tell you what, people have spoken. They've voted with their feet.
That's right. I mean, McDonald's, whoever's running that place is on the pulse of what America wants right now, and you can tell, yeah, the finances are there.
Thank you for the call. I appreciate it. I don't work for McDonald's. I don't own stock in McDonald's. I just like eating there. 1-800-5800-TOM. It's Mike on the Tom Leykis Show. Hello.
Hey, Father.
Hey.
I eat fast food all the time. I love fast food. I go to McDonald's and other fast food places. But you said earlier, what's the problem with fast food and the nutrition and how the food's prepared and what's in it, and is it really good for you?
Well, are potato chips really good for you? Are Doritos really good for you? I mean,
no.
The problem with fast food is people who decide that they're not going to go to the supermarket anymore.
Right.
That's when fast food is a problem. But even McDonald's doesn't encourage you to, eat their 3 meals a day.
Well, I guess moderation is a good thing.
Well, that's my point. I mean, are Cinnabons good for you? But people eat them. I mean...
Right.
The fact is, everything in moderation.
They do sell a Big Mac for a good price.
2 Big Macs for $3. Who can beat that? You can't beat that.
Well, thanks, Tom. Blow me up.
Here you go, baby. 1-800-5800-TOM. That's our telephone number. Regina on the Tom Leykis Show. Hello.
Hello. It's actually Regina.
Oh.
That's okay. I was calling because not only am I a fast food eater, I'm a proud fast food eater because I am losing weight and saving money while doing it.
How do you do that?
Well, you figure you go to McDonald's in the morning and you get their little sausage burrito. Not the 2 that they try to sell you, but just one. It's less than 300 calories. You spent a little over $1. Same thing for any fast food restaurant that sells tacos. One single regular taco is usually less than 300 calories, usually around $1. I eat 2 meals a day, breakfast and lunch, through fast food, and I'm closing in on losing 40 pounds.
Look at that! The fast food diet!
I'm the new Jared.
Well, by the way, I understand Jared is divorced now. He's available.
Oh, great. No, thanks.
It'll be you and Jared.
No, thank you.
Wouldn't you love to spend the Super Bowl with Jared?
No, really not.
Jared's getting a 6-inch BMT to watch the Super Bowl. It's going to be very exciting. And a Diet Pepsi.
Yeah.
Thank you, Regina. 1-800-5800-TOM is our telephone number. Let's say hello here to, look at these calls. Adam on the Tom Leykis Show. Hello.
Hey, Tom. How you doing?
Great.
Well, okay, Tom. The first thing I do in the morning when I wake up and after I come out of my place to go to work, I grab a coffee. I cannot, stay without coffee from McDonald's. And you know what? This coffee is better than Starbucks now, I like it better than Starbucks.
Well, yeah, you're not alone. Consumer Reports actually did a report on coffee, and they included Starbucks and McDonald's and Dunkin' Donuts and some others. And McDonald's beat Starbucks. McDonald's was #1 in the Consumer Reports taste test, much to the chagrin of Starbucks, which charges more for coffee.
Yeah.
Plus, you have to stand there with that whole Starbucks culture of morons. I mean, come on, wouldn't you rather go to McDonald's? Of course you would. No pretense, nothing. You go in, you get a good cup of coffee. McDonald's rolled up their sleeves. They said, we're going to have better coffee than Starbucks. And they do.
And one other thing that they're available, 24 hours a day.
Right.
Because I wake up, like, I have to come out to go to work at 4 o'clock in the morning, and they're open, So Starbucks opens at 6 o'clock, So I don't have time, to wait for them. And so I go straight to there. And one other story about the McDonald's that, you see, they don't have a good reputation here in the United States, but I've been to Islamabad, Pakistan, once. And they have a restaurant, a McDonald's there, and people were coming with, really nice and really expensive cars, All family, they were coming there. When you, for example, if you want to go for a dinner somewhere, you would choose a nice restaurant, like a 5-star or something, an expensive restaurant. For those people in there, they go to McDonald's. And
really?
You know what? Yeah, well, there will be a lot of people coming to, and they had just one McDonald's in the whole Islamabad, the capital of Pakistan.
Wow.
Yeah.
What's a hamburger? What's a hamburger go for there?
I went there. It's not as much as here because they sell them on their currency. Their currency is cheap.
Oh, when I went to McDonald's in Rome, it was way more expensive than here.
Oh no! They're in Pakistan because people, according, if we compare their currency to dollars. They have a cheaper currency. It's 50 rupees would be just $1,
Wow.
So they sell a nice burger for 50 rupees.
Sounds good to me.
Tom Leykis. 1-800-5800-TOM. Leykis. 1-800-5800-866. The Tom Leykis Show.
It's the Tom Leykis Show, now heard 6 days a week. Did you hear our show on Saturday? Sure you did. Every Saturday, 2 to 6 p.m., Monday to Friday, 3 to 8 p.m. as you head home on 97.1 FM Talk in Los Angeles. And if you can't hear us on the radio, you just go to blowmeuptom.com. You'll hear us there. Just commenting on the fact that McDonald's announced their profits for the year 2008, the worst economic year of our lifetime. They doubled their profits last year. Doubled. 1-800-5800-TOM. It's Brian on the Tom Leykis Show. Hello.
Hello, Tom.
Hey.
How are you?
Doing great.
Excellent. Just wanted to let you know, at least from my perspective, I totally appreciate your moderate viewpoint on eating at McDonald's every now and again. But when it comes to the coffee, those cafe drips, whatever the specialty coffees are that they have at McDonald's, it is, just in my opinion, nowhere close to Starbucks. Well,
keep in mind, that's one man's opinion, but Consumer Reports, which I depend upon to buy cars and appliances and electronics and you name it, they did blind taste testing. And McDonald's finished ahead of Starbucks. And Starbucks knows it, which is why they got all worried about McDonald's. They've lowered the price on their drip coffee now, and they have that Pike Place blend now at Starbucks. Anything to try to keep McDonald's from getting into their shorts.
Oh, got to admit, it's a horse race with the drip, that's for sure. McDonald's has always had awesome coffee.
Yeah, but it's better. It's better now than it's ever been.
We'll have to go back and try then.
Give it a shot, baby. It's also cheaper.
Yeah, the company's profits speak for themselves, don't they?
That's exactly right. Thank you for the call. 1-800-5800-TOM. Kenny on the Tom Leykis Show. Hello.
Hello, Tom.
Hello.
Oh, man, that Big Mac deal, that's the greatest thing ever. I love it. I'm a Big Mac lover. I'm at McDonald's daily. I'm on a first-name basis.
I love that.
I love it. You can't beat it. $3 for 2 Big Macs. Come on, even if you don't eat them both, you got one later.
That's right.
And I actually take the $40 date rule. I drop it down to $4 when you go to McDonald's.
Well, the only problem is in this country they don't sell booze at McDonald's. Now, when I was in Spain, by the way, when I was in Spain, they sell beer.
Get some live music and I'm there.
That's an evening.
All right. I love what you do. Thank you.
Thank you, Kenny. Appreciate the call. 1-800-5800-TOM. Let's say hello to Daniel on the Tom Leykis show. Hello.
Hey, Tom. How's it going?
Going okay.
Hey, just saying that even though you're ranting and raving about the $3 Big Macs, there's an even better deal going on out there.
Which one?
Got the 2 for $1 tacos over at Jack in the Box.
They've been doing that for a long time now. 2 tacos for 99 cents. Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, come on. $3 get 2 Big Macs, so you get 6 tacos over there.
Well, it depends on whether you want a taco or a Big Mac. I mean, McDonald's doesn't sell tacos in most locations. So if you want tacos, that's a great deal. And, believe me, I love Jack. And Jack is another Southern California institution.
A great one at that.
But, again, McDonald's is the big kahuna. There's no doubt about it.
Oh, that it is.
Thank you, Daniel, for the call. You're right. 99 cents for 2 tacos at Jack, and let's face it, McDonald's doesn't do tacos. So if you need tacos, that's the place to go. Well, put it this way. Those of us who live in Southern California, we are very, very lucky to be here if you like fast food, because we have the best. We have the best. I'm not even going to tell you some of the places I eat because I don't want to wait in line behind you. I was nice enough to say things about Pink's hot dogs years ago, and I was one of many, of course, but now you can't even get into Pink's hot dogs. So there's other places I love as much or more, but I'm not telling you what they are. 1-800-5800-TOM, that's our telephone number. Let's say hi here to Joe on the Tom Leykis show.
Hello, Tom.
Joe.
Hey, I don't like McDonald's one bit.
Why not?
Well, about 5 or 6 years ago, I kind of started boycotting them more or less personally. Just I don't care what other people do. Just myself, I stayed away. I had a bad run-in with some chicken nuggets.
You had a bad run-in with some chicken nuggets?
Yeah, you could say that. I was up all night.
Well, they're inanimate objects. I would suggest you not have confrontations with McNuggets.
Well, they turned my stomach upside down. I kind of just swore off McDonald's ever since then. And about, I'd say 2 weeks ago, I was in Walmart. And you know how McDonald's is conveniently located in Walmart now?
I haven't seen one yet, but I'm sure that's true.
Well, in Southern California, the only Walmart I was able to find was off of, Martin Luther King Jr. and Crenshaw or something around there.
I didn't know there was a Walmart there.
Yeah, it's a really good one, too. But the Walmarts up here in Northern Nevada are all over the place. And they got McDonald's right in them. And I was just starving, so I cracked, and I was like, okay, I'll have McDonald's. And I had a big and tasty sandwich or something. And it was absolutely horrible.
Are they still making those? I didn't even know.
Yeah, I don't know. It's kind of the same thing, looking for the cheap thing on the value menu, and just went with that.
Well, what do you like in terms of fast food? If you don't like McDonald's, what do you like?
Well, I'm an absolute fast food junkie. I eat fast food pretty much every day. I'm a Jack in the Box fan. I got to say it. One thing I don't like about McDonald's was every time I get a hamburger, it's got these little tiny onions on them. Like they chop them up into little tiny rice bits,
Yeah, so?
Well, I don't order my hamburgers with onions. I just like the meat, cheese, and bun. And Jack in the Box has this thing called Ultimate Cheeseburger.
Ultimate Cheeseburger, yes.
That is absolutely awesome. I live on one a day pretty much.
I announced on the air that I'm going to be making the penultimate cheeseburger very soon.
It's awesome.
I'll bet I could outsell Jack in the Box with my burger.
Yeah, what is it?
The penultimate cheeseburger. I mean, you had the ultimate cheeseburger. Imagine if you could have the penultimate cheeseburger.
Anything that just has to do with just order it one way. I'd like that cheeseburger, and that's all you have to do instead of saying, I don't want tomatoes, I don't want lettuce on it, I don't want onions. Man, the more convenient, the better,
Well, it's like at Wendy's when they have the double stacker and the triple stacker. I mean, it's that kind of thing.
Yeah, I like them. I like In-N-Out the best, I'd have to say. They load the veggies on there, but I just get them plain, and I'd say those burgers are
the problem with In-N-Out, though, is you go in at noon and you're out at about 1:30.
Yeah, that's true. That's absolutely true. But I find myself at Jack in the Box more often than not. I'll even drive that extra mile to get there and spend a little bit more just to have those. But I was just kind of bummed out, and this topic was perfect. I was like, man, I went about 5 years without any Jack in the Box, you know, and then I cracked, and it wasn't worth it. So I'm even more upset about about McDonald's. I'm sorry, I misspoke.
Okay. You're eating too many Ultimate Cheeseburgers, I think. 1-800-5800-TOM. That's our telephone number. Jay on the Tom Leykis show. Hello.
Tom, how are you?
Doing okay.
Tom, let me tell you, I went to Starbucks today, and I bought myself one of those white mocha coffees and a small little sandwich. You know how much it ended up costing me?
No.
About $5 or $6. Between $5 or $6. Went to McDonald's later on. I don't know if you've tried those new iced coffees, the ones that have vanilla and caramel. And
no, not yet. My McDonald's doesn't have the McCafe yet. It's coming soon, it says.
Those are so good. They just
really?
And they're only about $2.50 to $3. Get yourself 2 apple pies for $1. That's $4. It's a lot cheaper than Starbucks. Starbucks is going down the drain these days.
Look at you, another person who doesn't like Starbucks. 1-800-5800-TOM. That's our telephone number. It's Rick on the Tom Leykis show. Hello.
Hey, Tom, how you doing?
I'm okay.
Hey, I'm just sitting here in the car waiting for my friend, and I just heard what you said about McDonald's and their profit margin doing so well. And I was just thinking to myself, wait a minute. If McDonald's profit margin is doing so well, what's this myth about all these businesses going out of business when...
Well, that's not a myth. Many businesses have gone out of business.
Well, I just kind of, question. McDonald's is doing so well. That means people do have money. And
well, keep in mind, McDonald's has found ways to charge as little as possible and give the best value of any of these fast food joints.
Well, why can't the other businesses do the same thing?
Not every business is as good at it as other businesses. That's really the way it is. I mean, McDonald's is an American phenomenon. It's been around for over 50 years. They know how to do it. When I was a kid, McDonald's sold 15-cent hamburgers. 15 cents.
Right.
And you'd go in and there'd be a pyramid of them. I mean, you would go in and you would order and they would put them in a bag and you'd be out of there in no time flat. It was amazing. They've been doing it forever. They know what people want. They know marketing. And they figured out this economy, and they figured out that there were going to be a lot of people falling their way when the economy got lousy, and they were ready for it.
Well, I wish the other companies would do the same thing like McDonald's, and maybe we wouldn't be in such a bad economy.
Well, you might be right about that.
Tom Leykis. 1-800-5800-TOM. It's the Tom Leykis Show.
And we just noted that McDonald's, our good friends at McDonald's, they have doubled their profits in 2008 in a year when everything else was sinking fast. McDonald's got it done. Nate on the Tom Leykis show. Hello.
What's up, Tom? How you doing, man?
I'm doing okay.
Well, listen, dude, I actually used to eat at McDonald's about 4 or 5 years ago, and honestly, I watched that movie Super Size Me, and it totally cut me off from it. And then I noticed when I actually went there after to eat with my friends, it showed the burgers had, double the protein and stuff, and, 50 grams of protein, and I'm like, where the hell is all this protein coming from, you know what I mean?
Well, first of all, let's start with this. Super Size Me, and Morgan Spurlock, the director and the creator of that film, is a listener of ours, and I've talked to Morgan. But let's face facts. That movie, the deck was stacked against McDonald's for the following reason. Nobody eats at McDonald's 3 meals a day, every day for a month. Nobody. And if you did the same thing with any restaurant, including health food or anything else, you would have some of the same problems.
The fries there are disgusting. I mean, they're really good, but it's so unhealthy, you know what I mean? It's like...
Well, you shouldn't be eating them 3 times a day.
But, that's a debate right there, but it's not the way it's supposed to be.
Also, McDonald's fries, like so many other places now, they don't have trans fat anymore. They don't have beef tallow anymore.
Wait, did you watch the DVD extras? because they actually put a fry in the jar, and for 3 months it was there and it didn't go stale. Well, regular fries would have lasted like a week.
I just said to you, just like at many restaurants, the content has been changed. They do not have beef tallow and they do not have hydrogenated vegetable oil anymore. They don't.
No, you're right. I agree with you, dude. But listen, I'm a big fan of yours, Tom, and just take me out Kobe style.
Okay, here you go.
This is about us. She's so special to me. Yeah, it beats in my heart. Yeah, the air I breathe. She's so special to me.
It's 1-800-5800-TOM. It's Chris on the Tom Leykis Show. Hello.
Hey, what's up, Tom?
Not much, Chris.
How you doing?
I'm doing great.
I just wanted to tell you that I had a Big Mac for the first time in 12 years.
How was it?
It was it was great.
Where were you, the space shuttle?
No, actually, 12 years ago, I was actually 12 years old, and I got sick from a Big Mac, and I couldn't get myself to eat a Big Mac. And I finally went by McDonald's, and I was just like, you know what? I'll try it out. And I tried it, and I actually got 2 of them. I saved one for later, and didn't bug me at all.
No, they're killer. They're killer. I mean, again, there's plenty of consumer products out there. There's plenty of advertisers in the world. I've always adored and admired McDonald's because of the business plan, the business model, the value they give to the customer. They're so good at what they do.
They do have an intelligent business model. I'm actually a business student at Cal State Fullerton, and, in these economic times, they are really intelligent. They are appealing to everybody, like, no matter what your income is, like, everybody could, grab a McDonald's and feel comfortable about it.
Yeah.
And they're making people feel comfortable.
They're very good at what they do. I'll tell you that. Ricardo on the Tom Leykis Show. Hello.
What's up, Tom?
Not much, Ricardo.
All right, I got a little story for you. All right, I just went to McDonald's right now. I had $1 away, right?
Yeah.
I ordered my double cheeseburger.
Yes.
I guess they bumped up to $1.23. I didn't know this. Tell the guy, just give me the McChicken anyways. He goes, all right. He goes, why don't you get the double cheeseburger? It's only 20 cents more. I'm like, I don't have the 20 cents more. Bottom line is I walked out with the double cheeseburger and a McChicken.
Really?
No lie. They're hooking it up right now. I don't know if it's because they got what they got or what.
Wow.
But, you know what I mean?
That is outrageous.
You take me out with the bong, son?
Here you go. You ready? It's 1-800-5800-TOM. That's our telephone number. Tiffany on the Tom Leykis Show. Hello.
Hey, Tom.
Hey.
Hey, I was just listening into the radio and just everything that everyone was calling in about, and you guys made McDonald's sound so good, and I just had to come in and through the drive-thru and buy some.
How'd that work out for you?
Actually worked out great. I mean, I got a McDouble and a McChicken, and that's it. It was like $2.
That's fantastic. I'm telling you, everybody's going. I've never seen anything like it.
No, me neither. It's so packed. I mean, I live down the street from In-N-Out, and it's just as big as a line.
And that wasn't always the case, but, the value menu is crazy. It's crazy. It's crazy how much you can get for how little money.
Yep. It makes it a lot affordable for people in the struggle.
No doubt about it. Thank you for calling from the struggle. I appreciate that.
All right, have a good one.
You too. Mike on the Tom Leykis Show. Hello.
Hey, Tom, how you doing?
Okay.
So, yeah, I'm originally from Boston, and I wasn't sure if you had ever had Dunkin' Donuts coffee.
Many years ago, yes. When I was near a Dunkin' Donuts, I did.
Yes, but do you know why they don't have those here, or?
It's a regional chain.
Yeah.
They're primarily in the Northeast.
I think they're better than Starbucks and Coffee Bean, though, combined easily.
Uh-huh. But I don't think their coffee is that much better. I think it's more of a regional favoritism for Dunkin' Donuts. It isn't bad coffee, and for the price, it's a pretty good value, but I don't think it's as good as McDonald's.
I don't know. I have to disagree with you on that one, but I love you anyway.
All right, well, thank you so much. Appreciate the call. Wow. Yeah, those people from Boston, they were so loyal to Dunkin' Donuts. But, I don't know. Dunkin' Donuts, it just, when I go in there, I'm thinking about Formica, white Formica, and white fluorescent lights, and gaudy colors, and the little commercial he had with the old creep who made donuts, Dunkin' Donuts. What was that guy's name? The guy with the mustache who would go in early and make donuts? I don't know. Time to make the donuts, that's right. Dean, I'm sure if you hit Wikipedia, you can find the name of that character. He had a name. And that moronic character used to show up at, like, openings of Dunkin' Donuts like he worked there. The guy was an actor. And they would hire him to show up, like, make the first donut or something. He died a few years ago. Someone else has to get up and make the donuts now. Javier. He's making the donuts now. That guy was notable for one reason. He's the last Caucasian to make a donut at Dunkin' Donuts. Fred the Baker. That's right. Fred the Baker. He was the last guy named Fred to make a donut. 1-800-5800-TOM. They got their new baker from Singapore, I think. It's unbelievable. Our email address is my name. It's Tom@blowmeuptom.com. Tom@blowmeuptom.com. Don't forget our show is now heard 6 days a week. Monday through Friday from 3 to 8 p.m. as you head home. And Saturdays from 2 until 6 p.m. Pacific Time on 97.1 FM Talk. If you can't hear us on the radio in Southern California, find us at our website. It's blowmeuptom.com.
The Tom Leykis Show.